Was there a book or a movie that was very influential on you that started you on your spiritual journey? Or maybe on your spiritual journey, you were kind of like lost and looking for answers and you came across something that kind of just put you back on your trajectory? Well, in today's video, I'm going to talk about that very subject. Hello, my name is Douglas, and this is the book that got me started on my spiritual journey. If you watched the last video I posted, I spoke briefly in that video about a book that I'd read when I was a senior, well, not in the senior year I came across it. The book was called The Celestine Prophecy. So this book is about 9 insights on life. And it's about a man who goes to Peru in search of these 9 insights. Some of the subjects that this book dives into are coincidences, energy, projecting your energy on people, your thought creates your reality, your dream state, and also looking at your past. In the previous video, I was talking about how when I first came across this book, I had, I think it was like 3 or 4 false starts. Discovered the book in '97, probably read it sometime after that. I would stop at the 3rd or 4th chapter. It'd be a while since I've read it, and I had to read it again because I just forgot what I read about. And then I would stop at the same chapter, the 3rd or 4th chapter, and then it'd be a while since I've read it. I had to read it again because I can't remember what I was reading. So I kept on having these false starts. So like in 2002, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna read it. So within a week, I read the whole book cover to cover. It's an easy read. It's a very simple read. It's a great intro book to spirituality. It's also a great refresher on spirituality if there's things that you've forgotten about. So I don't want to give too much of the book away, but these are some of the subjects that it talks about. But I will talk about the coincidences and some other things. And the reason why I probably started having these false starts is I wasn't ready to go beyond that point in the book. Yeah, I didn't have the awareness or maybe the understanding of what those chapters had in them. I will say that the thread of the whole book is that the guy is led to these 9 insights through the coincidences that he encounters in his journey in Peru. You just have to trust that the coincidences and the synchronicities that you get in your life are guiding you in the right direction, and just having faith in something or someone that you cannot see. So what I'm basically doing with this channel, I'm doing it because this has been on my mind since 2022. I've had an idea to start a YouTube channel. I just didn't know where to begin. I had an idea for the name of a channel. I was just really unclear where I wanted to begin in this YouTube journey. I mean, I did a lot of research in doing this channel. Hopefully everything that I looked up, I'm doing it correctly, but we're kind of digressing. Let's get back to what you came here to watch. It was about the Celestine Prophecy. Some of these coincidences can come in the forms of angel numbers, 111, 1111, 123. It could be people that you meet. It could be a music. It could be a song that pops up on Spotify or whatnot. I mean, coincidences and synchronicities can happen anywhere. I mean, for me, I feel synchronicity and coincidence, sometimes I feel it can mean 2 different things. Sometimes I feel it can mean the same thing. So, but I just kind of just bunch as one thing. It just, for me, it's all the same thing. There's a song called Synchronicity by a band called The Police that came out in 1983. He actually talks about this very subject in that song. So if you ever want to hear it, look up a song, Synchronicity by The Police. But anyway, so speaking of making a video on coincidences at this moment, I'm sitting on a bench and I came across something that is in reference to my father. Now, my father is not with me anymore. He had passed away in February of 2024. So he had served in the Navy from 1957 to 1961. And I miss the guy. I miss him. He's my dad. Of course I'm going to miss him. So like I said, he served in the Navy for 4 years. And I'm sitting on this bench. I'm sitting here for a little while. And I'm not looking behind me because that's my view. It's woods. There's no reason to look back. And I turn around, and this is hanging from the corner of the bench. Let's see if you can get this. Navy. It's a Navy. How do we do this? No, I think it's backwards, but it says it's Navy.com. 1-800-NAVY is the phone number. You want to talk about coincidences and someone speaking to you from the other side, this is it. It just happens like that. It happens like that. My dad is with me. My dad is somewhere out there just saying hello. That's his way of saying hello. So those are the things that you need to keep an eye on for. Your relatives, your higher self, it's always working in your favor. You just have to keep your eyes peeled on the signs. Like, I wasn't expecting to sit at all the benches I sat at. To sit at a bench, and that's hanging from the corner of the bench. I'm like, what are the odds? What are the odds of that happening? So even with numbers, I had a situation earlier this year where I was let go from my job, and when I clocked out, the hours and minutes that I clocked out was 16 hours and 17 minutes is what I clocked out at. So then this is a Saturday. So 2 days later, on Monday, my mom is staying with my sister, so I had to drive her back out home. So I go pick her up, my sister's. I'm driving her home. I'm on the turnpike, and then I'm driving. As a car pulls up, he's driving next to me. It's like a little minivan for a business. It's got a phone number on the side. And on the side of the car, the last 4 digits of the phone number were 1617. All right, so you can get 111, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5. You can get all those numbers. I always feel that's like easy to get. That's like a given. 16, 17? Like, what are the odds? What are the chances of me clocking out at 16 hours and 17 minutes, and then 2 days later, I'm getting another number on the side of the van that says 1617. But later on, as I was getting close to my mom's, I actually missed the exit to go off the turnpike. So when I missed the exit, I had to go like miles down to the next exit. And as I'm going, I come past a truck, the 18-wheeler, and the last 4 digits on the 18-wheeler were 1111. Signs are all around you. You just have to, like I said before, you got to keep your eyes peeled just for people. If you think of somebody and they call you, or if you run into someone. Here's another thing. They talk about this in the Celestine Prophecy. About if you run into somebody that you know, or maybe you don't know, and then like a few days later you run into them again, what do? You're like, oh, ha ha ha, that's pretty funny, we ran into each other. What a coincidence. Then what do? You walk away and go on your day. Well, they say in the book is that you should probably talk to them, because someone has a message for someone. Either you have a message for them or they have a message for you. You just gotta figure it out and talk to that person what the message is. Then it might It could be anything. You just don't know. You gotta talk and just see and figure it out. And when you get these signs, you gotta have to act on them. And you just have to follow through. It's just blind faith when you get these coincidences and synchronicities. It's literally blind faith. I know. It's not the easiest thing. It's difficult because you don't know where the hell you're gonna go next, but you gotta trust that someone beyond you has got you. You just have to have the courage to see it through. I will say one thing about the numbers though, is that it's, like I said earlier in the video, I feel the numbers mean the same thing. Because I feel it's like, so for my example, for the 16, 17, the 11, 11, that to me was saying someone has me. I'm good. Someone has me. I'm being taken care of. Where it's going, I'm not really sure, but I just have to trust that it's taking in the right direction. Or it can mean if you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, or you are thinking about, like, you know what? I don't want to go out tonight. I don't have this really good feeling. I just don't want to do it. And the quickest number that can get to you is 333. Then that's a sign. It's like, all right, I should probably stay in tonight. Or if you meet someone and they seem really good, like a good person, you get a number about it. Just whatever number. It could be 111. Like, all right, this is going to be a person I should be friends with. Also, coincidences can just be the visuals in your mind. That's another instinct, is seeing something in your mind. How clearly do you see something in your mind? So when I wanted to make this video, I'm like, where do I want to go do this video about talk about the Celestial prophecy? And I saw this reservoir that I live near. So I'm like, all right, I'll go down there and I'll make the video. And then I sit at that bench and I come across the Navy lanyard. Like, what are the odds? It just shows that you should listen to yourself. I felt the video was appropriate to walk in this area to talk about this subject matter, just the way I felt about it. But again, if I didn't come down here, if I didn't listen to myself, if I didn't listen to my instincts, if I didn't listen to my own visual, my own head, I would never came across that lanyard. Maybe it was my dad telling me to come down here. In the book, it talks about, you know, having a thought or a visual about something. It says not to dismiss that and to see what it's about and to explore it. Like, why at that moment did you have the X thought about that thing? And what should you do? Should you go through with it? Does it feel right? Is something you should avoid? So if I had to sum up this video in one statement, it is to follow yourself and those coincidences that come along. And the coincidence could be a number, visual in your mind, running into an old friend. Coincidences are happening all the time. It's just the question is, do you have the eyes and the ears to see it and to hear it? Internally and externally. Yeah, because that's the key thing, yeah! I appreciate you taking the time out to watch this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment if you'd be so kind. I will leave my intro video, somewhere over here, somewhere. I'll put it somewhere, it'll be like here or something. So, hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.